Greetings everyone. Today I would like to continue my talk on what is an honor according to a Mongolian way of thinking. It is a little bit complicated topic, like this geek week story. I guess you need to have some geek way of thinking, or you need to be quite an imaginary listener in order to understand the story of a robot traveling into a space who's trying to become someone with the not the metal but the flesh, something like that. Well, my talk started with the clothing and it also the household stuff. Clothing and all the household stuff is a creation of a human being, and human being create all this stuff using its imagination. If the household stuff contains somewhat, this handcrafted item, you can respect them, even if the household seems to be, this little bit, this dirty and poor. And in society, people usually respect people who are having this good household, good honor, and this all these items or this stuff that you are covered yourself is called honor, and all your daily life can be called ahoy honor, something like that. And people usually respect those who know how to live, how to farm, how to manage, this daily life, something like that. And now imagine that you remove all this stuff. What is left? What is left is going to be a naked human being. So, according to our, this how to say, aesthetic, or this somewhat being, in case of being civilized, you never take off your clothing. Of course, you will respect someone who is wearing their traditional clothing, but it will create a problem in a case of this face cover. Imagine there is some what a tradition like this burqa that that asks the person to totally face, uh, totally this close their face. So this is wrong according to the sense of honor. Usually people who are not welcoming, you are not welcome, are usually this cover their face. Also those who are this having a problem with this honor, and same time the criminals cover their face. So show your face, like these words like show your face, try to have some face, etc., etc., is like the matter of honor, something like that. We usually communicate with each other using our face, and there must be this welcoming smile, because this if you think that God created your body, it also created your this facial expression. Imagine we expressed our this happiness by doing this. But we smile. So giving a smile, showing your face, is like this. It's all about welcoming, and there is this Mongolian terms "oringsin terete ba," meaning try to have this some face, your own face, something like that. And who is a faceless one? Imagine you have a boss who never gives you a holiday, and he says that if you take a holiday, I will fire you. So this person has no face. this person has no honor, and he is like using you like a slave. And trying having a face means being generous. Of course, it's wrong to be very, very generous, like this offering everything you have. It's like, of course, totally wrong. Speaking of Mongolians, there are those who have no face, or sometimes we say Tseregui, meaning faceless, and Yumutsegui, meaning haven't seen stuff, something like that. This some these Hollywood actors cannot play a villain because they have this good face, and it is impossible imagine them being a villain. If you look at my face, I can be a villain and same time this good guy, I think. So I can play a good villain, but some guys can't. And one guy that I respect, and if he played this in Mongolian movie, he could create a good character. Came to Mongolia, and some Mongolian women were this running around him, and some this Mongolian men were this commenting, and this trying to say that these bastards this came to this this go after our woman, something like that. That is going to be a very wrong way of thinking, because these women are going after this rich and famous guy. It's a matter of their choice. It's not your. It's not like your daughter is, or it's not like your this wife is like suddenly went to see this guy, and she's trying to flirt with him. So having a face is like this trying to be somewhat this this understanding, something like that. It is no secret that men loves women, and if you are like this strong, famous, and good-looking man, a lot of women is going to be like chasing after you, and other men should have some face. Must not this complain, something like that. So if someone is complaining too much, you are like losing your face. For example, losing your face is it's always happen in the case of food. I mean, you must not complain about the food, something like that. You have to be somewhat generous in the case of food. Imagine your relatives came to house and ate all the sweets and candies, and in the evening you're like complaining, like your these relatives always come and always take our these supplies or candies. It is quite possible that your your half, your wife, can say that жоохон юм үтсэн байл та, or this try to be someone who's seen stuff, or show some face, this don't be so this complaining and stuff, something like that. So this is this having face is can be this can be differ in a level. And all I'm trying to say is that as a human being, we are not born with the clothing, or we are not created with all this honor, and we have created this stuff, and we are like attached to this stuff, and we think that this stuff must be like maintained, and it is like given by the God and stuff. So if it was given by God, we should have this born with our clothing, but we are not. So what is after this face and stuff? It's obviously the mouth, and if a person opens the mouth, it opens its consciousness, and well, how educated the person is, or this how this this who is the person, something like that. There's a sad story. It happened yesterday. Yesterday, this Mr. Altentolga was visiting my shop, and we were in a good mood. We were smiling, and we were talking about random stuff, and of course, we were speaking in English. And suddenly, two little boys came to my shop, and they seem to be having darker skin, and this punk-like hair, and clothing are not so clean, and they are like this standing there a little bit rudish position, and they are listening that we are talking in English, and they are one of them says, "Okay, let's go," and went. The little one is like standing there and suddenly says, "F fucking blah, 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 blah." This he sweared some words in English and went outside. Since this. I was with Mr. Altentolga. I did not get angry. Also, we had this good mood. And when you think about this stuff, it's like, how can these people be such this stupid and same time rude, and this they seems to don't know the basics of how to this present or keep one's this face in a public. My shop has a small this shrine, or in this this Bodha, so it's going to be very wrong to say bad words front of this in a room where you have placed God, a god of medicine. And also my shop is going to be a public place, or this үйлчилгээний газар here in Mongolia. It means service place. There is this somewhat how to say this unwritten law that you must behave in a үйлчилгээний газар, meaning a service place. Also, you must behave in the front of a foreigner, and you must not this say and show that you are totally uneducated dude. So yeah. So this I felt a little bit sad about them, and they acted wrong, and they seem to don't care if they are losing their faces. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.